Alright guys, we are finally here with Resident Evil 2. This is my fucking favorite game in the series. This game is fucking awesome. So first of all, I'm going to switch my control to top C so I can have the auto aim feature. Now I will be using save states in this as well with the simulator, just to make it a little easier on me to get through this game. I don't really think I'm going to need them, but they're just there in case that I do need them. But this is going to be Claire A. I will be playing through her game first, and then from there we're going to be picking up and playing at Leon B. So here we go. And there's actually not a hard difficulty on here, or I would pick the hard difficulty. I also want to show that on the DualShock version of Resident Evil 2, you have a different mode called Rookie. Basically, it gives you all the unlockable secret weapons from the get-go, and you don't have to beat the game a few times to get them. Definitely not going to be playing on that fucking difficulty, though, so yeah, here we go.
Resident Evil 2.
A bizarre incident occurred in the outskirts of an American suburb called Raccoon City. It was later revealed that the terrible disaster had been caused by the T virus, a mutagenic toxin created by the international enterprise Umbrella Incorporated for use in bioweapon experiments. The Raccoon City Police Department's Special STARS unit immediately began investigation in the affair. The case was apparently closed, thanks to the efforts of STARS members Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine. But the Umbrella Corporation's experiments were far from finished.
Finally here.
That guy's a maniac. Why'd he bite me?
Hello? Is anyone here? Hello? Hello? Look, I'm sorry I bothered you, okay? Just don't come any closer. Are you listening? Wait! Don't shoot!
Get down!
We can't stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer. There! Buckle up.
Okay. What's going on? I arrived in town, and the whole place went
Great.
insane.
The radio's out.
You're a cop, right?
Yeah, first day on the job. Great, huh? Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
Mine's Claire. Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother, Chris.
you open the glove box?
Sure. There's a gun inside.
Better take it with you. You okay?
Still in one piece.
That maniac's gonna whip us! Run! Claire!
Leon!
I'm okay. Head to the station. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
They were parted by an unescapable destiny. This is just the beginning of their worst nightmare. Fuck yeah, this game is fucking awesome, guys. Alright, so this game actually has 4 separate scenarios that you can play. This one is Claire's A scenario. So if you were to play the Leon disc, which is disc 1, you would be playing the exact same area right here with Leon that you are as Claire right now. And each of the scenarios intertwine with each other, like Claire A, Leon B, and then Leon A, Claire B. The canon playthrough, though, is Claire A, Leon B. So that is the playthrough that I'll be doing. I might actually play through all 4 of the scenarios because this game is just that good. But I don't know yet. But anyway, we're going to get another cutscene here.
Freeze! Who are you? What are you doing here?
Don't shoot! I'm a human!
Ooh. Sorry about that, babe. I thought you were one of them.
What's going on in this town?
Hold on. I ain't got no clue, darling. By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
Alright, so this guy's name is Robert Kendo. He's, you know, the owner of this gun shop here. And actually, he is really good friends with Barry Burton from Resident Evil 1. And this guy and his brother Joseph Kendo ended up developing the Samurai Edge handgun that the STARS members used. Robert's brother Joseph, I don't believe he's ever actually seen in the games, but he also goes on to develop Leon's starting pistol in Resident Evil 4 called the Silver Ghost. But listen to the stupid fucking dialogue when you talk to him again.
But don't you worry, girlie. You'll be safe in here. I'm keeping a close eye on things.
What a fucking creep, am I right, guys? But don't you worry, girlie. You'll be safe in here. I'm keeping a close eye on things. What the fuck? Shut up. That guy's kind of weird, too, because he just immediately started hitting on Claire and calling her babe and all this weird shit. But anyway. Alright, so Robert Kendo's dead now, so what you can do is try and kill all those zombies and take that bow gun that he had. But honestly, guys, that is more trouble than it's worth, so I'm just going to leave the gun shop. I'm just going to leave straight away, because it's not worth it to get that bow gun, because there's one at the police station anyway, once we get there. Now, me personally, this is my favorite Resident Evil game because it was the first Resident Evil game that I ever played. I think that Leon and Claire are 2 of my most favorite characters. Leon is my absolute favorite character in the series, but him and Claire are also just really, really good characters. So right here, we gotta kill these fucking zombies. Fuck you. I hate it when they do that. Sometimes they'll, like, fall intentionally to grab your foot. Okay, that guy's kind of far away. A lot of these zombies I'm gonna try and just run past too. And as you guys can see, the game is pretty old. Came out in 1998, so you know it's obviously pretty old. The graphics have not held up that well, but I think it gives it its own charm. Now you might be wondering why I chose to play this over the remake. And that is simply because I think that the story is a lot better in the original. Other than that, I probably would just play the remake. But the remake is good in its own right, but I feel like it just kind of missed the mark when trying to reimagine the events of Resident Evil 2. Because with the remake, you still do get to play the game as Leon and Claire, but they don't really have a second scenario. They have what's called a second run, but it's nowhere near as fleshed out as the first, as this game's B scenario is. So I actually did not like that about the remake. And the remake actually has a different camera angle as well. It goes for an over-the-shoulder camera angle, like the one that was first introduced in Resident Evil 4. Actually, it was first introduced in Resident Evil Dead Aim, but fucking nobody played that one, so it doesn't matter. Dead Aim did not have the same aiming controls as Resident Evil 4, though, and I will be playing that one on this channel, too. Dead Aim is in the Survivor series. That's like a spin-off series of Resident Evil. And when you aim your gun, it goes into first person in that game. But in Resident Evil 4, you know, it's... Fuck you, get off me. It's like an over-the-shoulder camera angle. Fuck's sake. Now, a lot of people want to shit on these old-school Resident Evil games because, oh, the tank controls suck. Shut the fuck up. That's such a stupid fucking argument, and I'm tired of hearing it. Once you learn how to use them, it's easy as fuck. You're just hating on the game because you suck at it. And also, the music in this one is fucking second to none. Fucking love it, especially this track right here. Fuck yeah, this game is just awesome, guys. I love every fucking bit of it. There's not a single bad thing about this game. And there's actually a few unlockable modes as well when you beat the game that gives it so much more replay value. One of them is only in the DualShock version of Resident Evil 2, and it's called Extreme Battle Mode. I probably will be doing a playthrough of that too. There's also another scenario called the Fourth Survivor and one called the Tofu Survivor. I will be doing a playthrough of the Fourth Survivor, but I will not be doing one of the Tofu Survivor because it's just kind of a joke scenario. But anyway, enough fucking talking, let's get on with it. So we're gonna get a cutscene in here as well.
Hang in there. Are you the only officer left in the building?
Who are you?
Claire Redfield. I'm looking for my brother Chris.
We lost contact with him over 10 days ago. Chris, Jill Barry. Every last STARS team member has disappeared. We should have listened to them.
What happened?
About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving these zombie-like creatures in a mansion located in the outskirts of this city. Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything, at the risk of their own lives, but no one believed them.
Are you okay?
Don't worry about me. Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go.
But...
Just go.
Okay. Just hang in there. I'll be back soon.
Okay, so that police officer, his name is Marvin Brenna. He gave us this blue key card. So this one you have to use on the computer over here, and it will unlock 2 locked doors in this, actually 3 locked doors in this hallway. This main central hallway here in the police station. So we gotta use this computer. Alright, use the blue key card. Alright, so the third door that I unlocked is actually up on the 2nd floor. It's up, the door up there that I'm aiming at, it leads to the library, but we can't get there until a little bit later anyway. But, let's see, is there anything else? No, we need to go this way. So yeah, I've played this game a fucking dozen times, so I shouldn't get lost. I probably will have a little bit more trouble with Leon's B scenario playthrough, but that's just because I don't play the B scenario a whole lot. So, and I will be reading pretty much every file in this game as well. Police Memorandum, August 23rd, 1998. This letter is just to inform everyone about the recent movement of equipment that has happened during the precinct's rearrangement. The safe with 4-digit lock has been moved from the STARS office on the 2nd floor to the Eastern office on the 1st floor, 2236 Raccoon Police Liaison Department. So basically that's just telling you the, you know, the combination for the safe once we get there. And immediately I'm going to put that piece of shit away and never touch it again. The knife pretty much sucks in every single Resident Evil game. Also, Claire, like Joel, starts off with a lockpick. And we can unlock that. And it will give us a first aid spray. But I don't need that right now, so I'm just going to go put it away. The only Resident Evil games where the knife is actually good, in my opinion, is Code Veronica. It's absolutely fucking broken in that game, and you guys will see when we get to that one. And it's pretty good in 4 and 5. Well, and the remake of Resident Evil 4 is pretty good too. Now, I don't want you guys to, you know, take what I'm saying to say that, oh, the new Resident Evil remakes are bad, because they're not. They're actually really fucking good. Also, listen closely and you'll hear something dripping onto the floor. So, I don't know if you guys noticed it or not, but at this window here, we saw something crawl past it. I probably should have mentioned that, but I kind of forgot to. And then it gave us that creepy camera angle from this window here. So yeah, pretty fucked up, isn't it? Check this out. Look at that. A fucking decapitated police officer. The head is missing. It seems to have been twisted off. And then he's got some bullets on him. What could that dripping be? Look at that. A blood puddle. Is that blood dripping from the ceiling, guys? What the hell? Alright, so this is a new enemy in this game called the Licker. Now, it's kind of like the Hunter in Resident Evil 1, but they're much easier to deal with. They are blonde, but they have really, really sensitive hearing. So as long as you're quiet and stay still, you can completely get around them and they won't even fucking bother you. If you move, you'll see it go into this crouch position like that. Whenever it does that, do not fucking move an inch or it will spot you. But if you just wait on it to go away, like now it's probably far enough away, you can literally just walk to the end of the room and it won't even know you're there. Those enemies can be very deadly when there's more than one in the same area, but in my opinion, they are pretty easy to outmaneuver. But yeah, what was I saying before that? Oh, the remakes. So, they're not bad games, they really aren't. but there's just some things that they changed up about kind of the story that I'm not particularly fond of, but I will get to that when we play the remakes. There's a file here too. Operation Report. September 26th. The Raccoon Police Department was unexpectedly attacked by zombies. Many have been injured, even more were killed. During the attack, our communications equipment was destroyed and we no longer have contact with the outside. We have decided to carry out an operation with the intent of rescuing any possible survivors as well as to prevent this disaster from spreading beyond Raccoon City. The details of the operation are as follows. Security of armaments and ammunition. Chief Irons has voiced concern regarding the issue of terrorism due to a series of recent unresolved incidents. On the very day before the zombies' attack, he made the decision to relocate all weapons to scattered intervals throughout the building as a temporary measure to prevent their possible seizure. Unfortunately, this decision has made it extremely difficult for us to locate all ammunition caches. It has become our top priority to recover these scattered munitions. To unlock the weapons storage, as stated earlier, it will be extremely difficult to secure all the ammunition. However, a considerable supply still remains in the underground weapons storage. Unfortunately, the person in charge of the card key used to access the weapons storage is missing, and we have been unable to locate the key. One of the breakers went down during the battle, and the electronic locks are not functioning in certain areas. It has become a top priority to restore the power in the power room and secure those locks. Recorder David Ford. Operation Report September 27th, 1 o'clock p.m. The west barricade has been broken through and another exchange ensued. We sheltered the injured in the confiscation room on the first floor temporarily. 12 more people were injured in the battle. David Ford. 3 additional people were killed following the sudden appearance of an as-of-yet unknown creature. This creature is identified by missing patches of skin and razor-like claws. However, its most distinguishing characteristic is its lance-like tongue, capable of piercing a human torso in an instant. Their numbers as well as their location remains unknown. We have tentatively named this creature the Licker, and are currently in the process of developing countermeasures to deal with this new threat. Pretty fucked up, huh? So yeah, the Lickers have the ability to impale you with their tongues. It's pretty cool. They don't really do it in this game, but in some of the future Resident Evil games, they actually do that as an attack. But there's nothing more to get in that room at the moment, so we'll just have to come back to it. It's also really creepy, this area. Like, just seeing all these windows boarded up and shit. I fucking love this game, man. The environment is just so good in this game. Now in here, there's going to be a few zombies that we'll have to deal with. So right off the bat, I'm going to wait on this chick to move and just run past her. Alright. Now we can take him out from a safe distance. I don't really like Claire's starting handgun. It's not very good. It's not as good as Leon's, because Leon's has more ammo capacity than Claire's. Claire starts with a Browning high power. Leon starts with a Heckler & Koch VP70. The VP70 holds 18 rounds while this one holds 13. And this handgun can also not be upgraded. The VP70 can be upgraded. It can get a stock to put on the back of the pistol that gives it a 3-round burst capability. It's pretty useful, but I don't really like using it a whole lot. But yeah, look, you can see it. The Browning HP, manufactured by FN Belgium. It uses 9mm parabellum rounds. Pretty good handgun, honestly. But I'm just not a fan of it. And that's the one that Claire found in that police officer's squad car. And over here, if you examine this, you can find some handgun ammo. Another thing I'd like to mention too is these lockers over here. So you can actually get a special key and get alternate costumes, and I will show you guys how to do that on the, I think I will play through all 4 scenarios, actually, and I'll do that on Leon A and Claire B. Operation Report number 2. September 28th. So this, I believe, is actually the same day that Resident Evil 3 takes place. Early morning, 2:30 a.m. Zombies overran the operation room and another battle broke out. We lost 4 more people, including David. We're down to 4 people, including myself. We failed to secure the weapons cache and hope for our survival continue and hopes for our survival continue to diminish. We won't last much longer. We agreed upon a plan to escape through the sewer. There's a path leading from the precinct underground to the sewage disposal plant. We should be able to access the sewers through there. The only drawback is that there's no guarantee the sewage disposal plant is free of any possible dangers. We know our chances in the sewers are slim, but anything is better than simply waiting here to die. In order to buy more time, we locked the only door leading to the underground, which is located in the eastern office. We left the key behind in the western office, since it's unlikely that any of those creatures have the intelligence to find it and unlock the door. I pray that this operation report will be helpful to whoever may find it. Elliot Edward. Elliot, you actually get to encounter in the Resident Evil 2 remake, and it's pretty cool. Now in here is a photo development room, and we will be coming back here many times to develop different photos that we find. There's also a typewriter, but I'm not saving my progress yet. So this emulator that I'm using also has a fast forward feature on it, and I will only be using that in one area, and I'll show you guys when we get there. Alright, so upstairs here, there's a puzzle here where we can get this red gemstone from the statue. Something's written on the mounting. The god of sun and god of moon, their gaze upon me is the only thing that can release red soul. So yeah, you gotta move the silver statue here onto this side, and the copper statue over here. But I'm not gonna do that just yet. We'll come back to that. First of all, we need to go up here. Okay, I thought there were some zombies in this hall, but I guess not. And if you read what this says here, this is the STARS office. So let's go on in here. I love the music in here, by the way. It's really creepy. Listen to this shit. Listen to that. Fucking creepy, isn't it? But you can actually see the desks of each of the STARS members. So right here is Jill's desk. You can see her little STARS beret laying on it. A picture of a young man. There's a good chance it's her boyfriend. And then as you can see, that's Chris's leather jacket and his guitar sitting there. The desk is disorganized and untidy. It probably reflects the owner's personality, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. And then over here you can see that this is Rebecca's desk. There are unopened cardboard boxes. It looks like a rookie's desk. And actually in Resident Evil 3 you get to come here in the RPD as well. And in Rebecca's medical bag there you can get some first aid spray, so that's cool. In this locker there should be either a grenade launcher or a bow gun, so we'll find out. Grenade launcher. Now the last time that I played this, somehow I managed to get 2 bow guns, and I have no fucking idea how that happened. But right here is Barry Burton's desk. It appears to be a replica of a gun. The owner is probably a member of the NRA. What's kind of weird is that you only really get to see the STARS Alpha team's desks, so the Bravo team doesn't really have any desks, well, except for Rebecca, obviously. There are various devices. They must be where they gathered their information. And then over here we have Captain Wesker's desk. So there's also some handgun ammo under the STARS emblem. And there's also various things to examine too, just talking about the STARS team, like this photo right here. A picture of the STARS members. So yeah, it's got a picture of all the STARS members. I'll use my mouse here. So we got Forrest, Kenneth, I believe that's either Kevin or Brad. I don't know. Wesker, Barry. That's Brad. That's definitely Brad. Joseph, who got killed by the zombie dogs in the intro. Jill, Chris, and Enrico. I'm not quite sure who these guys are. One of them is Richard, but I don't really know. So that's pretty cool. And then you can find a trophy here. Various trophies. One of them reads Marksman Contest winner, Chris Redfield. So that's just, you know, alluding to how Chris is an absolute marksman, and he's really good at, you know, shooting firearms. But if you guys remember in the Resident Evil 0 video, I told you that if you search Wesker's desk 50 times, you will get a hidden film. So this is where I'm going to use the fast forward feature to just kind of make it go by faster. Kind of sounds creepy though, but look at that. Look how much faster it goes. So yeah, you have to search it exactly 50 times and then you will get that hidden film. There we go. You've taken the film. And that is the only time I'm going to ever use that fast forward feature. And then here on Chris's desk we have a journal to read. Chris's diary. August 8th. I talked to the chief today once again, but he refused to listen to me. I know for certain that Umbrella conducted T-Virus research in that mansion. Anyone infected turns into a zombie. But the entire mansion went up in that explosion along with any incriminating evidence. Since Umbrella employs so many people in town, no one is willing to talk about the incident. It looks like I'm running out of options. August 17th. We've been receiving a lot of local reports about strange monsters appearing at random throughout the city. This must be the work of Umbrella. August 24th. With the help of Jill and Barry, I finally obtained information vital to this case. Umbrella has begun research on the new G-Virus, a variation of the original T-Virus. Haven't they done enough damage already? We talked it over and have decided to fly to the main Umbrella headquarters in Europe. I won't tell my sister about this trip because doing so could put her in danger. Please forgive me, Claire. So yeah, that's Chris's diary talking about what he went through after Resident Evil 1. And then we'll pick up this unicorn medal. I really like this room because it gives you a lot more backstory on the STARS team. I was thinking there might have been something else over here near Wesker's desk, but I cannot remember. No, there's not. Maybe that's in Resident Evil 3. But we'll also get another file here. Federal Police Department Internal Investigation Report. Mr. Chris Redfield, Raccoon City Police Department, STARS Division. As per your request, we have conducted our internal investigation and discovered the following information. 1. Regarding the G-Virus currently under development by Umbrella Inc., so far it is unconfirmed that the G-Virus even exists. We're continuing with our investigation. 2. Regarding Mr. Brian Irons, Chief of the Raccoon City Police Department, Mr. Irons has allegedly received a large sum of funds and bribes from Umbrella Inc. over the last 5 years. He was apparently involved in the cover-up of the Mansion Lab case, along with several other incidents in which Umbrella appears to have direct involvement. Mr. Irons had been arrested under suspicion of rape on 2 separate counts during his years as a university student. He underwent psychiatric evaluation as a result of the charges, but was released due to circumstantial evidence, as well as his phenomenal academic standing. As such, extreme caution is advised when dealing with him. Jack Hamilton, Section Chief, Internal Investigations, United States Federal Police Department. Pretty fucked up, huh, guys? Chief Irons is a fucking lunatic. And we will get to see him later on in the game. He is a fucking nutcase. But the door up ahead is locked, so we actually can't go any further. So what we need to do is go back to the main hall and develop this film, or use the unicorn medal, but on the way back I will develop that film. And I might as well go ahead and get this out of the way too. So this red stone is needed for a puzzle later in the game. Come on, push the statue. There we go. There's also a door there on that hallway. Fuck. I didn't get it all the way over. I'm gonna barely move it. There we go. But that door that you see there, you can never go through it. I'll show you the door I'm talking about in just a moment. There we go. When you hear that noise, you'll know you've got it in the right place. Okay. A lot of these puzzles are going to be the same throughout your A and B playthrough as well. So Leon will have to do the same puzzle that Claire's doing now. There we go. Alright. Red jewel. Alright, so this door right here, the knob turns but the door won't budge. It seems to be sealed from the other side. You can never ever go through this door, ever. That door is completely inaccessible. Now let's go in here and develop this film of Rebecca Chambers, shall we? I fucking love the save room music in this game too. It's one of my favorites. There it is. Recruit. What the hell? That's so weird. And why was it on Wesker's desk anyway? I mean, yeah, he's the leader of STARS. Maybe, fuck, I don't know. Film D has been filed. I just kind of wanted to show that off because it's something that not a lot of people know about. Alright guys, so now we need to go back to the main hall. And if you remember, there was that fucking liquor, so we'll have to be quiet when we go back through that one hallway again. Also take note of these walls here. When I played this game for the first time as a little kid, that scared the fucking shit out of me. I mean, I was fucking scared half to death when that first happened. Those arms can grab you like that, but they can't do anything to you. So that's a really cool thing that you can find there. But in this room is where that liquor is going to be, so we'll need to be quiet. I'm just going to carefully walk through this hallway. I believe it's just right up there on the ceiling too. It should drop down as soon as I get near it, but it shouldn't attack me. See it? See that? Now it's just going to stand there for a minute. Alright, get back down, you idiot. You know what? Fuck this asshole. They're pretty easy to outmaneuver, guys, so don't worry about them. It's just that whenever there's a chance that you can save up on ammo, I would fucking do it. We're not even going to be fighting those lickers hardly at all in this playthrough, unless it's some that I'm actually going to have to kill to get them out of my way. But even then, the acid rounds that you will get for the grenade launcher work really, really well against them, so I'm not even going to think about fighting them until I get that ammo. Alright, so now we have the spade key. It's in the shape of a spade. So there's 2 doors that you can unlock with that key. And actually, guys, I'm such a massive fan of Resident Evil that I have like realistic copies of all of these keys like in my room here. So yeah, those keys I think are really fucking cool. I think the ones that I have are based on the remake, but they look identical, so it's kind of hard to tell. But anyway, one of the doors that you can unlock with the spade key is in that hallway with the liquor. So yeah, I'm going to do this Claire A playthrough and then Leon B. And then after that, I will probably do the 4th Survivor. And then I will probably, after that, do Leon A, Claire B, to just kind of show you guys the differences. And when I do those playthroughs, I will also use their alternate costumes. Now, Leon gets 2 alternate costumes, but Claire only gets 1. However, Claire gets a new weapon and Leon doesn't. Claire can get a Colt single-action army, and she can fire it from the hip, you know, like in a Western or something. And it's actually a pretty decent weapon. But Leon gets 2 different costumes, and his aiming stance with his handgun is different too. I think there's another file in here somewhere. No, maybe not. So that crank, we are not going to need it until later, so I'm actually going to go ahead and drop it in the item box. See that? It's just so easy to get away from those liquors. The liquors are really not even going to be a problem until we get on the second playthrough with Leon, because there's a lot more of them in the police department then. In general, the Scenario B playthrough usually is a bit harder, in my opinion, because it's pretty much completely different from this A playthrough, which is so cool. You know, I'm glad that they did it that way. Instead of it being like Resident Evil 1, where Jill and Chris's game are pretty much the exact same fucking game. And I'm also going to drop off the grenade launcher as well as that red jewel, because I will not be using either of those for a little while now. Let's see. So yeah, we'll go upstairs and use the spade key. And we will also be getting another cutscene when we come back up here to go into the hallway where the STARS office is. And now, unless I'm missing something too, once we use the spade key up here, up ahead, that should be the last time that we need to use it as well. So yeah, we'll get a cutscene right here in a minute. Alright, so there's a little kid, and since there's just one zombie, I'm ignoring him. So you can see there's a little ventilation hole there. So that's where she ran off to. Yep, that's the last use for the spade key, and now we'll be getting another cutscene here.
Leon!
Claire, you made it!
Yeah. Have you seen a little girl around here?
Yeah, you just missed her. Who is she?
I don't know. But it's too dangerous for her to stay here alone.
Leon, I'll go look for her. You go and find us a way out of here.
Of course. But before I forget, here's a radio. That way we can keep in touch if something comes up.
Alright, so we've reunited with Leon here for a little bit. Unfortunately, he doesn't really follow us. Leon kind of fucks off and does his own thing. You know, he's got his own story to play.
I'll go look for
You
her.
can still chat
You
with
go
him,
find
and
us a
Claire
way out
just
of
kind of tells him the same thing. But, what the fuck was I gonna say? Oh, one thing that this game, in my opinion, has a huge improvement on over the original Resident Evil 1 is that the voice acting is much fucking better. So, in this game, Leon is voiced by a man named Paul Haddad, and Claire is voiced by a woman named Allison Court. And she actually reprised the role of Claire for years to come, and she is actually my favorite voice of Claire. Eventually she was replaced with other voice actors though, and that's unfortunate. And the actor for Leon here, Paul Haddad, I think he actually did a really fucking good job in this game. Unfortunately, he passed away in, I believe, 2020. Now then, we are in the library. So there's a quick puzzle that we need to solve in this room. First of all, we need to go up here and come around this way. Did that fucking scare you guys? Because when I first played this game, that scared the fucking shit out of me. Alright, so we've got to activate the switches on these bookshelves, and the solution is right here if you look at it. So take note of the blue and bronze looking, you know, colored indicators on there. You basically just have to line the bookshelves up to match with that from what we're seeing up here. And what you gotta do is move these bookshelves to the right twice. That's all you gotta do. And then we can go back in that little room. Alright. Serpent stone. Perfect. Alright, so now let me think for a minute. We could technically go upstairs and use the crank, but I don't want to do that right now. Now we will be coming out on the second floor of the, I almost said mansion, but it's the police station. There's a few zombies up here, but I'm going to try and just avoid them. I'm trying to... Ah, you fucker. I was trying to bait him to doing a lunge at me so that I could just backstep and go around him. Ammo conservation is very, very important in Resident Evil 2. I mean, it's not like it's easy to get yourself in a corner and fuck up, but it's very important in this game. I might as well just go ahead and kill these zombies though, guys, so I'm gonna do that. No, Claire, aim at this guy. It usually takes about 4 or 5 shots to knock them down. You can usually tell by the noises that they make. Let's see. Yeah, I'll go ahead and reload. I've still got quite a few, you know, handgun bullets. Alright, that guy's dead. And you can always tell when a zombie is dead if there's a blood puddle that forms underneath it. So yeah, I'll go ahead and kill this guy too. Stay down, fucker. Alright, he's dead. And also, that ladder, now we can go to the second and first floor very, very easily. So we don't have to do as much backtracking if we want to come up to the second floor now. And now this should be the secretary's room, I believe is what it's called. Which is another save room. This is where Claire can pick up the lighter that we will need for another puzzle. But that puzzle will kind of be useless until later anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and reload my gun here. Alright, we've got the lighter. And then there's a file here that I want to read. Secretary's Diary A. April 6th. I accidentally moved one of the stone statues on the second floor when I leaned against it. When the chief found out about it, he was furious. I swear the guy nearly bit my head off, screaming at me to never touch the statue again. If it's so important, then maybe he shouldn't have put it out in the open like that. April 7th. I heard that all the art pieces from the chief's collection are rare items, literally worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't know which is the bigger mystery, where he funds these tacky things or where he's getting the money to pay for them. May 10th. I wasn't surprised to see the chief come in today with yet another large picture frame in his hands. This time it was a really disturbing painting depicting a nude person being hanged. I was appalled by the expression on the chief's face as he leered at that painting. Why anyone would consider something like that to be a work of art is beyond my comprehension. So yeah, I love all these files that just kind of allude to the chief being a fucking lunatic. It's really fucking cool. And you guys will see once we meet him as well. I thought I picked up an ink ribbon because I was actually going to save the game and end this part of the video here, but since I don't have one, I guess we'll keep going. Oh, I think there is one by the typewriter, but yeah, I guess I will go ahead and end this part right here. So I've already got a few saves on this game whenever I did a, playthrough prior to doing the recording here. So I will overwrite, I'll just put it on a new save. We'll put it on 5. Claire A01 waiting room. So you'll see that they all share the same memory card as well. So once you beat the game on Claire A, you will unlock the Leon B scenario, and then you can load that game and start straight into Leon's B scenario. But yeah, guys, I believe that is going to do it for this part. So I will see you guys in the next one. And also, I wanted to mention that I have already recorded my Devil May Cry 2, some parts of that playthrough. But I'm honestly debating whether I should even upload them because that game is just so fucking bad. And I really, really don't enjoy it. But I guess we'll see what happens when I move on. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.